Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Russia. We are at war with Lithuania, Bohemia and Austria, and I'm not really too concerned because Bohemia here, they're at war with the Ottomans and us. So as you can see there, that is quite the fight that they've decided to take on. So either way, without any much else to explain, let's get on into this episode. We have a fight here for Austria here. I believe that is almost their entire army. Yeah, 27,000. There is 24 and 2. So yeah, we have our allies coming on in, our extra manpower to reinforce in a day or two. That will do well. We did, unfortunately, I think, take the... Oh no, it's grasslands. Okay, here I was thinking that was defensive. So this should be a pretty good wipe for us. We did just take a fort against Bohemia, so now we can quickly run you on there. Actually, we want to see, can we reach Prague? Yes, we can. Okay, so we'll send you there. We'll send you two over here, and I suppose we'll bring you around there so you can reinforce with our mercenary company. Yep. Alright, well, that seems pretty good. Again, we're not trying to absolutely destroy Bohemia. We do want them to put up a pretty good fight against the Ottomans. So we're not going to do more than necessary. We just want to take the victory and get them out so we can take all of our rightful land from these usurpers of our land called Lithuania. Okay, so that seems alright. We've got the first batch of troops there. We have some more sitting on Prague now. Let's bring you guys forwards here, and I think we'll leave the smaller stack to retake that. Alright, let's bring you together. I think realistically that's probably all we do need. 18,000 men, yeah, we'll use you as reinforcements. Let's bring you off there. Again, we're trying to minimize devastation. After all, this will be our land. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. You know what? I'm thinking if we see, what will Bohemia do? Yeah, they're definitely not going to take a white piece yet. We need to siege them down just a little bit. So let's go ahead and speed that up since we can. Let's go ahead and barrage those walls, and I think we'll do the same here as well. Help speed up that process, save ourselves a little bit of manpower and all those problems that come along with it, as we only have 60,000 men in our reserves. It was at 0 but at the beginning of the last episode, so we have recovered a fair amount, but the more we can get, the sooner the better. After all, if we can catch ourselves a decent chunk back, we may even be able to take on the Ottomans. Yeah, they're already down to 100,000 manpower. They've lost about 90,000 since the beginning of this war. They do have a fair number of men, but if we can fight them while they're distracted, that is always of benefit to us. So we'll definitely see what we can do. Alright, got ourselves a core. Nothing else we can do there for now. We do have a little bit of cash, so you know what? I think we may give it another month. But I'm thinking we might go ahead and build up some more buildings. We'll see if there's anything of great value. We could go for training fields. We could earn a little bit of extra manpower there, but again, I don't think that's going to be too important. We could go for some extra trade. That certainly wouldn't be a bad call. We could do some more universities, but again, we need the 5, which I think we've already got buildings, so not much more there. Workshops, nothing amazing. Same for the churches. How about some state houses? They could be useful. Yeah, you know what? Actually, you know what? No, we don't actively need that, because if we check here, our governing cap has increased since the last text, so maybe we won't bother with that. Let's go ahead and see manufacturers instead. Yes, that's definitely what we'll want. That will do us nicely. Alright, so, Lithuania, they have a couple of troops left, but they are hiding around. They look like they're about to try and send on in 60,000 men. Let's bring you in as reinforcements. Let's also go ahead and spike the army so we can scorch the province. They're currently getting here on the 15th and 16th and 17th. If we go ahead and do that, that will slow them down. Let's give it a day. Okay, so apparently that needs to be done before time. Okay. Alright, you know what? Maybe we'll see if we can... No, we can't back out. Okay, fine. Well then, I guess we're going to have to do what we've got to do. Let's bring in some reinforcements here. Because if we're going to lose this fight, we'll pull them back behind here. So then they'll probably move on to the next stack. So let's make sure that we are adequately prepared for that to happen. Bring you in there too, and you know what, we may as well go... Yeah, we may as well go full power. We'll bring everybody we have. Alright, so unfortunately we're going to have to take this fight. Good news is we have... okay, it's one of our moderate generals. I was hoping it would be better than that, but it is what it is. Let's slow this down to speed 3 as well. We know we're going to retreat from this battle, so let's not be there for longer than we have to. Yep. Oh, and in 2 days we're about to get our mercenaries sent on in. Do we really want to deal with that? Yeah, they've got better discipline and tactics. That's a little bit of a shame. You know what, we'll hold out for 2 days just so those mercenaries don't get stack wiped. And then from here... Let's see, oh, we don't even have cannons in this. Yeah, we've got cannons in the front row. That's terrible. Okay, that's... definitely need more in our front lines there. Let's pull them back. Hopefully that'll just do a little bit as far as, yeah, quick retreat. Mind you, you are mercenaries, so yeah, those heavy losses are not ideal, but at the end of the day they're not coming out of our manpower. Let's get everybody else together. Have some more men up there. Alright, let's see. How long have we got? We have a little bit go, they'll be there a couple of days. Alright, let's see how much we can take. In fact, let's bring you directly beside. You're heading to Prussian land. That is a-okay with me. Yeah, this should be fine. Once we solidify our position with a good number of men, they won't want to take the fight. So that's all that we really need at the end of the day. So yeah, let's just hang on out here for a little bit and see what we can do. Oh, and Norway's picking up a siege, which is always good to see. Alright, so apparently there's an Orthodox defector, so we gain a free call on that land. That is always good for us, especially since it's going to be ours. Best to be able to call it just that little bit quicker, I believe. Let's move you... let's move a slightly smaller stack into Brandenburg. That way we can reinforce from a couple of positions, and depending where they attack us from. Otherwise, there's not really too much. Oh, Austria have an annoying single stack. Same there. Okay, well, what can we take in this war? We should probably see what we can afford. I'm going to take everything that we jolly well can. So I think there is only 1 or 2 provinces we cannot take. Yeah, okay. Well then, let's see. So nothing in that little section here we can take. So let's keep that in mind. Let's go... Well, take maybe a solid chunk. Any ground that's really worth it? Not particularly. Alright, so let's go... Let's see if we can keep the border gore to a minimum. We'll bring in... think that's probably the best we can do. All of this is, yeah, all of this is claimed land, so that would be nice and easy. I think that's what we'll end up doing. Is there anything else we want? We could possibly take an extra little bit, but I think we'll just go for cash. Yeah, we don't want to increase our overextension too dramatically. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so that's what we'll come back for. Now all that we need is to win a couple of sieges, and that should be fine. Oh, and apparently there's a revolt. Alright, all the way up over here. That's unrest or autonomy. I'm gonna go ahead and say you can have some unrest for a couple of years. It's only 5 years, then it'll go away. But I'm sure we're going to have rebels anyway, so let's go ahead and get you to start suppressing the rebels. We'll do that. Oh, actually, we need to make sure that we're paused, otherwise we will find ourselves in a little bit of trouble. Let's make sure that all of this land is being taken care of by both. And yes, head back to the front. Alright, luckily for us, we did not get ourselves in too much trouble. They only took back a piece of land here and there, which is fine by me. We just need to take these fights, take these forts, sorry, not these fights, as quickly as possible. Alright, so, government abilities, we can get some free manpower, as well as reinforced speed, reinforced cost, losing war exhaustion, as well as some infantry combat ability. That will be most certainly accepted. That bumping up our numbers is always good. Those manpower reserves are always good to have a good amount there. Patriarchs, sure, you can gain some influence. We're not really too bothered. We have been recalling some of our privileges. At the moment, I'm not really too bothered. We could go... Equilibrium is currently 85. Or... yeah, I think, maybe we do. Maybe we drop some of their loyalty and influence. Well, you know what? We'll do that in time. In fact, yeah, it's nothing that we need to worry about at this stage. We can't recall any land from them. So it sort of is what it is at this stage. And at any point, we should hopefully take this siege. It's taking a little while longer than I'd prefer. Yeah, 4,000 men. We have a 57% chance, but of course, that doesn't mean that we get that. Those numbers are only for the AI. Alright, so they're sieging a little bit of land up here, but Prussia is doing their thing. Yeah, they don't want to be fighting us right now, it seems, so... let's see if we can capitalize on that. Let's bring you onto Prague, bring you over here, and you... Vienna? Yeah, I think that's where we want to move. We can march there, but we've got to go the whole way around. It looks like they've given us military access with the Ottomans. So I suppose we may as well. If we can get them to tap out, that's probably ideal. Let's bring you... yeah, the mercenaries beside. And then the other stack, let's bring them onto this fort. If we can get a couple of occupations, we can just piece Bohemia out, which is what we're wanting to see. The good news is the Ottomans do not have any access through our lands, or at least not that we have allowed, which is ideal. So if we do end up fighting them, we can do our own thing. Alright, let's see. Alright, occupations going. Bohemia, you are willing to get out of this war. Let's go ahead and... let's see, do we actually have any claims? No, but it's all HRE land. We don't really care about it anyway. Prussia, do you have any claims? You do have a little. Let's see. If we go ahead and hand this to them, what would that cost us in this peace agreement? 13. We cannot take it because Russia cannot make it into a core. we'd need to hand that off. Let's go ahead and... You know what? One piece of land is good enough for now. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's pick up a little bit of money. We could... What is our maximum? 1,600. That is impressive, but I don't think that that is ideal. We want to go... So shift left click. There we are. We can... Yeah, we can take a little bit of cash. Don't really need that much. We don't want to cripple them while they're fighting the Ottomans. So let's just go ahead, take a little bit of land that we want, give that to Prussia, take a little bit of money, set that demand, get them out of the fray, which is good. So all of those troops are now effectively worthless. And we'll bring... Let's see, we'll bring you all the way over here. You are already sorted. Yeah, we're not taking that fight anymore. Oh, so yeah, 1, 2, that'll be fine. Let's bring these guys back up over here. You can crush that small stack there. You can scare them off a little bit there. They're going to drop that siege to at 57%. That is particularly juicy for us. Yeah, that'll do. That should be nice and easy. Coring, we don't have to worry about. Prussia now has an extra fort, which is very good for them. Make them a little bit more defensive, which is always good for us. And so now, all that we have to do is... Yeah, we lost a fort. Oh, that's right. That was Austria, not Bohemia. That was a little bit of an issue there. I should have recognized the flag, but it is what it is. They're getting close to wanting out of this war, but I think a quick siege here and there will do very nicely for us. We'll leave them... How many men do we need here? This is a level 4 fort, so we need at least 12,000. We'll keep the cannons. We'll send most of the cavalry elsewhere. Yeah, 14,000. That seems reasonable. We'll bring you to the province beside. And then likewise, we'll go ahead and you need 15. We'll create a new unit. And that should be a-okay. We'll also bring you to the other one. Give ourselves a free occupation. We really may as well. We have no reason not to, and if it gives us extra besieged provinces modifiers, that is good for us. Alright, Lithuania, how are you feeling? You are... not exactly ready to negotiate, but I'm sure it will happen. Let's bring... Yeah, let's bring ourselves in. We'll take this fight. They very luckily did not get the fort, which is good, so the defensive terrain is in our bonus. We will take... Oh no, they will take a crossing penalty, which is excellent. Yeah, there we go. They're in... Yeah, they're in no shape whatsoever. They had no infantry. That's rather horrific. They would have been fighting at such a disadvantage. Alright, let's bring you further down here. Let's see if we can stack a little bit of the Austrians. We can sort them out. That will be really good for us. Make sure that they cannot escape. Let's bring you up here. We'll use you as a reinforcement stack. We did get the siege of Vienna over. That is very good. Brandenburg and the Ottomans are fighting. Yeah, definitely the Ottomans' favour. Alright, and we have a almost 50% war score. Okay, well, Austria, are you at war with the Ottomans too? No, you're not. You're just fighting us. So I suppose we can take everything we want. Let's go. All the money you can provide. Let's take war reparations. And it would be funny to force religion on them, but I don't think we will, as we cannot. And what can we do to mess with you just a little bit? Lose your alliance with Lithuania? Oh no, that would be asking a little too much. Alright, well, you know what? That will do. Let's go... Yeah, let's just take the money and run. There's really no need to prolong this any further. We are, at the end of the day, trying to save ourselves some money and manpower. So, bring you all in. Oh, and we have hit our cap. can't core anything up, so I guess we're going to have to go ahead and... Well, with inflation being where it is, let's just go ahead and develop. Let's go ahead and do that. Sort by value and a couple of ticks here and there. Bring them up to 10 development so we get that extra building spot. Yeah, that should do nicely. Okay, and now that just leaves us these handful of Lithuanians. There are 16,000 somewhere, which I'm sure we're going to need to find. But again, actually, no, we won't. We're not trying to full annex these guys. So that's going to make our life much, much easier. Let's go ahead and see. Money, that's what we're after. Land and money, that is 100% peace deal. They will take that in 2 months. In fact, they might take it a little bit sooner if we can even siege down a province or two. But again, trying to mitigate all this devastation, because that would be bad for us. We want to be able to do well. Alright. Our diplomat is going to return from Tibet. That is good. We have been proving with them as they have been forced into our services. So let's go ahead and recall them. In fact, I think we'll go ahead though. Oh, we're plus 200. That is really good. So in war, vassal, rest of expansion is fairly minimal. Yeah, you know what? I'm fairly happy with that. So, is there anything else we can do to help them out? I think we could... Yeah, maybe influencing the nation. That could be worth it. 72 ducats. Gives them a little bit of trust with us as well. That will always be good. Make them nice and happy and not too upset, because I think 14%. Do we risk this and make them our religion? Well, we could pay off their debt. That would help. Yeah, let's enforce their religion first. That'll make them very unhappy, but that is a-okay. We will start converting for them as we are good overlords. We will pay off their debt. That will make them a little bit happier. And what do we do? Yeah, I think that will be fine. Let's go ahead and see how we can do with the conversions. Oh, and we have a couple of missionaries busy. Okay. Well, we will get to them in the near future, I'm sure, one way or the other. So let's see about piecing out Lithuania. We can 100%, we can take everything that we want. All that we need now is a diplomat to return, which will happen in a month or two, so let's quickly pull them off those provinces. We do not want to devastate any further. But we do have one conversion successful, so that is good for us. Let's go... include subjects. There we go. I'm assuming these are Tibet. So... 0.7, yeah, we're going to definitely go ahead and do that for them. They're going to be in a little bit of turmoil for a little while if we do not get their religious unity up nice and quickly. So, yeah, now all that we've got to do is, yeah, speed up time, get that diplomat back, and all shall be well. And, there we go. Right-click that. 100% peace agreement. 259 ducats. No war reparations, but again, they're not going to be very much of an issue. And yeah, that will do. So set the demand. Hip hip hurrah. Yeah, we can definitely consume them in the next war. So let's quickly go ahead and core all. That is worth doing. Are they Catholic? No, they're Orthodox. In fact, they have not really converted much of anything, so... that works out rather well in our favour. Alright, sweet. So, we got some cash. What do we do with it? Let's go manufactories. Make the most of those. Do a couple of them. Let's go ahead and keep workshops running. More goods produced means more to trade. In fact, I actually forgot we have a couple of these buildings we should be doing. They're 172, so... you know what? We'll give it a month or so. And then we'll keep on going with that. Alright, so, rebels, not an issue. Rebels, not an issue. France, not our concern. Let's bring... Oh dear, we need to set up our armies properly. Alright, let's see what we need. First of all, let's go ahead and move the mercenaries away. They are not our concern. In fact, you can take on some rebels in Crimea for us. Let's... we do have pretty good numbers. We still have 60,000 men and no extras. Is this the time where we do want to jump on the Ottomans? We could do it. They do have a fair number. No, we've only got 40,000 men. That would be foolish. We did this once before and it turned out really bad. They still have more than us in manpower. Yeah, we're just going to have to hold off just for a little while longer. Establish Sunday schools. You know what? Sure, we'll pick that up. And what else do we need? Stability costs for tolerance of heretics. Honestly, we don't need tolerance of heretics, for they are not allowed in our nation. So I think that'll do. Let's make sure that we are doing everything as well as we can. Yes, we are. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and... Oh, that was a bit of a jump. I don't know what happened there. Let's bring... Yeah, let's bring some of these troops apart. Let's actually, you know what? We're going to consolidate. And before we make a template, let's go ahead and make sure that we've updated it. So at the moment, we have a total combat width of 30. Have a 50-50 cavalry to infantry ratio. Alright, so we can do a few things. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a template. We're going to need to reform this one. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and delete that. Let's create a new template. So if we need 30, let's go ahead and do just that. 30 in the front line. In fact, I think 35 seems reasonable. 5,000 cavalry, and then do a back row of 30 as well. I think that seems good, so we'll go with that. Not that we'll necessarily be running that around. A 70 stack is going to take a lot of attrition. So what we'll do is we will conform them to the template. That'll build up 2 more cannons and yeah, bring that down to a more manageable number. Then with the remainder, we'll bring them over here. Do we have extra capacity? We do. We still have another room for another 14,000 more. So what we'll do is yeah, I think we'll yeah, we'll bring these guys forward. Maybe figure out shuffling in some of their cannons and making another full stack. I think that would be reasonable. And then yeah, sorting that out from there. Oh, and Norway has global trade, so extra merchants for them. That is always good. Strong vassals, it means that they can serve us better. Alright, and with our new template, let's split that in half so we're not taking any excess attrition. We are still trying to build up that manpower. Let's go. You have... what's this? You have probably the best stack so far. So you need another 13 and 2. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's send 13 of them. 2 of them. And then you have no cannons at all. Okay. I suppose we're just going to go ahead and shift and do another 5. That's all the money we've got for now. Again, using a little bit of manpower isn't ideal, but at the end of the day, it's not really too concerning for us. We have Ottomans spying on us. Colony self-sustaining. Oh, there we go. That's been a little while since we've seen one of those. And it must have been one of these ones. Yeah, so we're very close to what we would have been. A couple of years behind, but I think we could have possibly been... yeah. We could have managed this if we did things a little bit smarter, but it is what it is. Lose stability or lose reform progress? We're going to go with the stability. we have admin power that we don't know what to do with, so I'd rather do that. And this government reform, we're almost up to level... Which one are we up? We have number tier 60. Okay, so tier 7. This next one should be pretty good. Free admin policies, maybe. Patriarch influence. Leader cost and lawyers. Advisor cost, yearly corruption, and that could be decent. And then followed up with possible advisors, as well as monarch administrative skill. You know what, that's not half bad at all. Although that does give us extra corruption, but we do have bonuses from espionage ideas and ahead of time bonuses, so that would not be terrible. Either way, we will figure it out as we go. We will figure it out, but it is no big deal. But you know what? I think, oh, yes, the time, it does get away from me. Alright, let's bring those two cannons up over there. That's definitely going to need to happen. We'll bring these guys over here. We'll have 2 reinforcement stacks. Alright, and that's what we'll do. And yeah, we're just going to hang out for a little bit before we decide whether we want to take on the Ottomans or not. We'll let our nation steady for just a little bit and see how we go. So if you do want to see what happens in the next little bit, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.